listening to Opie and Anthony.
Hold on to your hats.
You're checking out Opie and Anthony, the one-man environmental wrecking machine.
Yeah, that's apparently what I do.
What's that about?
I'm terrible, I guess. I drive a gigantic SUV and a muscle car that really goes through a lot of gas. But everyone knew that.
Yeah, but gas is cheaper now, so
Yeah, so I don't care.
let's break out the Escalades again.
Burn it.
We solved the gas problem. Gas is down. Let's start driving the big ones again, the big cars.
My electric bill came in yesterday. And I have set a new record for myself. Very proud. Yeah. What, on average, do you know what your electric bill is?
I have no idea.
I have no
Really?
clue.
I don't know, because I live in it's a condo, so I just don't know.
You don't pay for your own electric? What?
I wouldn't know.
It's part of like condo.
Probably your
fees.
monthly maintenance and stuff.
Are you kidding? You could just leave your lights on all night and someone else is going to pay it?
No, they charge you extra.
What?
I don't know how that works.
You have
you
have condo maintenance fees, and you have
I understand that, but isn't that for like garbage and things like that?
You have a basic fee, and then they add the electric charges on top of that.
They do, right?
Yeah.
So how much is your electric? You don't know?
No, I've
I
never
don't
looked.
know. I really don't know. I don't even know what a stamp costs.
Holy jeez, you guys! Do you do your own bills?
I certainly do.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't
I
even know
sign
what touches my
checks.
bill.
Do you
Yeah.
ever see one marked Con Edison?
I don't think it comes in like that.
No,
It
we
used
don't
to
get-
in our
no.
place. It comes probably under the maintenance thing,
Oh, I got
which
you.
I pay electronically.
Electronically? What year is this?
Yes, so it's does it for me.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even know what gas is going for. I'm going to guess. I would say that people are paying $3.20 right now.
For what? Gasoline?
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, you're in the
Okay,
ballpark.
good. All right, good. So I know that much.
I leave
Ballpark.
floodlights on. my neighbors like it when I have floodlights out my windows into theirs.
You know what is really sad?
What?
I have floodlights that shine on the front of my house.
Yeah, but the difference is, though, I'll say this. I have a security in the thing. It's like I have people downstairs. You only have yourself and enough guns to kill a division of men.
Yeah. He's probably safer, is what you're saying, Jimmy.
Of course he is.
I have people like all of a sudden on my floor, like, what are you doing up here?
I'll tell you something else. They aren't for security. They are purely for aesthetics.
Nice.
They're big halogen things that are in front of plantings on my front lawn, so you don't see the actual lights, but they shine up onto the house. And when they first turn on, you can barely see it. It's like a blue light, and it takes about 5 minutes for these things to spool up to full power to where you're actually getting, because it just looks nice. So why shouldn't it?
Why not?
But those I've had for since I bought the house. I have a lot more lighting fixtures in the house now that Keith's wife Ange has decorated the house pretty much. A lot more lighting fixtures.
I know when you first got in there for like the first 2 years, it was like Oldman's place in Dracula.
Yeah, it was. Every room looked like an interrogation room. One bulb hanging from a wire.
A metal chair in the middle and a little table with cards on it.
Phone book to hit people with.
You've come a long way. Not even in a year, like 6 months.
Well, I had to.
You just changed the
Getting
whole
crazy.
thing around, man.
Just going
Now it's a real
crazy.
house with a real pool and cabana.
Oh, it's
fire pit to burn stuff
It's
in.
wonderful, and it just,
jacuzzi.
like I said, it just eats up.
But heating the pool, right?
Yeah,
and the jacuzzi.
Yeah, the pool heater eats up fuel at a rate I've never seen in my life. I think it's probably equal to the main tank on the shuttle. What it takes to heat the pool per month.
How hot is your pool? 100?
I like it about 110 degrees in the winter.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, I'm actually getting it covered up next week.
Are you supposed to, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, you're supposed to. You don't want the lines freezing up and anything.
How about the
like
jacuzzi?
that. Jacuzzi's part of the pool,
You covering that up?
so I have to cover that up too.
Oh.
But I have other options. I could get an actual just a jacuzzi put somewhere.
Are you going to do
just
that?
for I don't know.
You're crazy.
I got my winter entertainment going in now, which is the home theater.
Wait a minute. I was looking forward
Yes.
To a winter jacuzzi.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no friends.
I think I'm gonna look
Please,
into that.
be
I'll
selfish,
take care of
please.
that.
You should have a jacuzzi closing party.
Well, you got about a week.
Like,
No,
don't
but
do
you
that.
set the day. Like, this is the last day for the jacuzzi. Everyone come on over and
All
relieve
right.
yourself in it.
Let's see.
My winter is prepared. It has been structured around your house.
My house.
Yeah.
Damn it. I could just get another jacuzzi. That could work.
Knowing you will. So
I think I will.
All right.
Because why, not burn unbelievable amounts of fuel during the winter also.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the oil tanks in my house, there are 2 of them. They look like freight trains in the basement. And you can almost watch the gauge go down if you stand close enough.
You should go old school and get one of those like old guys that just shovels coal into something.
That's what
for
I
you.
want. Some guy that looks like he was in the Titanic engine room.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Just covered with coal dust. Then there's the electric bill. That's what I was talking about. The electric bill. It was $1,650. Yeah.
1,600.
Yes, $1,600 for the month. And I believe that is because of the constantly spinning motors for the pool and jacuzzi and the blowers for the jacuzzi and everything else. Yes?
Kevin from Connecticut writes, Ant's electric meter spins like a DVD. Is that true? Just round and round?
I can't even see it. It's a blur.
Does your meter have it?
Actually, the carpenters working on it, when their saw breaks down, they just use my electric meter spinning to cut wood with.
$1,600. Like what?
1,650.
Yeah, I opened it up yesterday, and that's an all-time high. I am using electricity. I guess the other houses, their bulbs dim when I get home.
Can we do some quick math? How many houses would that take care of? 1,650. I would imagine. Well, I don't really know.
It's a lot.
At least 16.
Yeah. See, what I do also, I'm really bad. I leave a lot of TVs on so that no matter what room I go into, I don't miss the show.
I like doing that too. The
Yeah.
TVs aren't like sucking up too much energy.
Really?
I
These
don't
days?
think so.
The plasmas and
Are you
the...
scared of being in a big old house by yourself, like lonely?
No, you know what it is? If I'm alone in the house, which isn't that often... if you know what I mean. That a boy.
Do you have a lot of friends over?
I find myself, and I was talking about this the other day, I just kind of walk around and I'll stop in a corner and just kind of look.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, and get in the fetal position and cry.
And cry, no. And then I'll just walk over somewhere else and look and think, what should I do? More walking. And then I'll just plop down in front of the computer or the TV.
Yeah.
I have a lot of computers that are running all the time. I don't know how much that uses, but and then lights. Like I said, a lot of light fixtures are in there now, and I haven't been very good with shutting them off lately. Or lately I've been better, but in the past I haven't.
I have to go to this phone call because people are doing their own math. Joe in Vermont, go ahead.
Yeah, I run a welding business, and I don't pay $1,600 a year in electricity.
All right, so a year's worth of a welding business. I hope it's exclusively oxyacetylene and not he's not doing arc welding, because then I'd really feel bad.
That's really funny. What, you got something going on.
Yeah, I know. And then the other thing that happened, and I know this isn't my fault. I have to. Keith called the company that put in my cabana because I think I have a plumbing leak. Right by one of the gates on the side of the house.
Did you call Joe the plumber?
I didn't call Joe the plumber. Why would I call him?
Look,
that ass.
Hope his business fails.
Go screw Joe the plumber.
We hate Joe the I can't say it over here.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever he is, Joe the log handler.
Thank you.
Put it over his shoulder.
That's what I was getting at. Sorry, Anthony.
That's all right. Yeah, so because I got my water bill yesterday. And, oh, my God, look at him trying to take this guy down. Sorry, I'm so distracted. The news plays these clips really quick. So I get my water bill, and I went through 197,000 gallons of water.
In 1 month?
No, that was
they
maybe
do it in-
2 months.
What do they do every other month?
3 months.
Three months. 197,000 gallons. And that was after the pool was already filled. So it wasn't to fill the pool.
You're going to get arrested.
This was just like, and it was something like $380 for a water bill. That is usually, $30 or something like that.
Is the neighborhood stealing your pool water?
I don't know. I think there's a leak. So I shut off the water to the cabana yesterday. I'm going to see if this dries up. And we called the guy to come, and dig that line up and check for a leak because it's soggy there all the time. So obviously something's running into the ground. 197,000 gallons.
I thought you were going to tell me that I'm not allowed to visit anymore.
Oh,
Because
well.
I got a sour stomach. And,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize it was using that much water.
When you go into the into the toity.
You're going to go home and your house is going to float by like Evan Almighty.
right.
Kumia boy's house just floated away.
It's
That's insane.
It's ridiculous. And I got both of those bills in one day. So I was just looking, going, oh, my God, I am a disaster.
Yeah.
I am Al Gore's nightmare when it comes to this.
Carbon footprint like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. I'm terrible. I'm really trying better to shut the lights off.
Red in Louisiana, he goes, well, Aunt, that's from putting out fires.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe that's what all the water's from, putting out clothing fires.
People are amazed. They're like, I don't even pay that in rent for the the $1,600 electric bill.
I turn the lights off when I leave a room, or when I go when I go out, everything goes off.
I don't.
You should.
I don't know why. I sometimes, I think my TV's on right now in my bedroom for nobody.
Yeah, you just gonna
Because I don't want to turn it off so it'll be quiet from my walk from the bedroom downstairs. I don't know. I like noise.
What do you need? You're like Nicholson in the Overlook Hotel. You don't need constant excitement. Just let it be mellow for a minute.
Yeah, enjoy the silence.
A naked old dead lady in this tub and a great party, isn't it? And blood in the elevators.
Party.
Get a hold of yourself.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with silence.
Brady's in my bathroom.
Just be still.
Cleaning off some avocado.
Listen to the crickets every once in a while.
I don't like the crickets.
Tim in New York. Tim.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Aunt, maybe your water bill's a little high because you were spending so much time washing the sheets after a certain ex-girlfriend spent the night over.
Oh, boy.
I don't think it's from the laundry.
Oh, boy. Hey, 100. Everyone's doing their math, Ant, for you. 197,000 gallons is enough water to irrigate an entire golf course for 15 minutes. What are you doing?
See, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know how much water that was.
Somewhere, probably most of the basements in your neighborhood have flooded, and they can't figure out.
They don't know where it's
They
coming
can't
from.
figure it out.
They don't know where it's coming from.
Just a slow flooding going on constantly.
God
You
damn.
say you and your friends are over there drinking. Are you guys drinking alcohol, or are you just scooping cups into the pool, swinging it?
Yeah. Tim in PA's got something. Tim?
Yeah, just got my electric bill yesterday. I got a family of 5, 3 little kids. All-time high, $168.
You paid $168, Ant. You paid
Wow.
$1,650.
Okay, this guy, James, figured it out. He says it's only 1.5 gallons per minute. It's a slow leak. 1.5 gallons a minute
Every minute?
is what I'm going through.
And it's
Every
still
minute?
only $380. The planet is, what is it, 70% water?
Yeah.
We don't worry about water. We're living on it.
Yeah.
Water's okay.
There's more of it than the stuff we live on.
Plus,
You're
your
right.
pool is salt water. You drive to the ocean, you get a bunch of friends. Everybody holds a bucket in their lap in the car. You throw it in for free.
It's got a saltwater-filled chlorination system. Doesn't necessarily mean it's from the ocean.
Literal Anthony.
Tanking. Yeah, I have sharks in there.
That's pretty amazing, Ant.
I was
Proving that you certainly are a Republican, by the way.
Yes.
Al Gore is like, giving you the...
No, I bring it up because I obviously have to do something. I have to do something. I have to, shut lights out.
No.
Because even I'm realizing that's a bit much.
You don't have to do anything. Keith has to do something.
Oh, yeah, I know. Keith made the phone call about the leak.
Of course he did.
But the electric thing is, I'm sure it's from all those pool motors going constantly. I think they're, the pool pump motors?
Mm-hmm.
I got 4 of them lined up. It's like a 747 out back. And they're all just constantly humming 24/7 for the entire summer. Wing.
All right, Joe in Texas. Joe.
Hey, 197,000 gallons is a town of 1,000 water tower.
So you know those water towers you see in the small towns?
Yeah.
That's what you wasted in 3 months or 2 months, whatever it was.
Really?
And then this guy has got Nate. We got truckers all over the place. I want to say good morning to the truckers. How are you? Nate, what's up?
That's about 43 tanker trucks worth of water.
43 tanker trucks? I went through 43 tanker trucks of water?
Maybe check the leaky faucet.
Yeah, I think I got a drip.
Wow.
There's a drip in the bathroom, I think.
Can you bring that in? I don't believe you. We got to get a shot of that on the website.
It's legit.
197,000 gallons.
197,000 gallons of water.
What does the average house go through, though? Is it 10,000? Like, I don't know what. I don't know.
What is the average usage for a average American family?
With a pool.
And I'm one guy. Yeah. I'm one guy in the house.
Well,
so it's not like
you're one hotel operator.
Well, that is true.
Who are you kidding?
Do have company every so often.
I imagine there's 7 showers going on at the same time.
Oh, the shower, yeah, there's a big shower head. Oh, Danny.
Yes, Danny.
It says here the average water usage per person is 200 gallons
a month.
Per day, 200 gallons per day.
Per day.
Showering, soaping up, rinsing off 4 gallons per person. Brushing your teeth. Rinsing briefly is a half a gallon. Shaving is a gallon.
Where does all
this
this big gallons come in then?
Well, let's see. If you take a bath,
washing machine,
10 to 14 gallons. Flushing a toilet, 4 to 6 gallons. Washing dishes, 5 gallons. A dishwasher is 7 gallons. Washing machine is a 27-gallon.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of laundry getting done.
Yeah, well, Keith does the laundry.
So wait,
and leaks. It says here even a small drip can add up to 25 gallons per day.
So 6,000 gallons. You do 30 days a month times 200 gallons a day is about 6,000 for the average person.
6,000 for the average
count
person.
A pool.
That's a month.
Right.
So you figure.
Well, once the pool is full, you got to allow for like evaporation. Is pretty much it. I have an autofill on the pool, so I don't have to drop a hose in there. So I don't know if it goes down, how far it goes down before it's got to be filled up. But it's not that much. If you have a pool, once the pool's full, you're not refilling it every month.
I just realized something. You are rich.
No, I'm just really bad.
You are rich.
I'm really bad at like taking care of things. I should shut the lights out.
Someone's like, Aunt obviously makes more money than you. we just kind of look at it differently.
Spend more money. I'm very.
I'm old school. I'm convinced that this all goes away tomorrow.
Well, I am too. That's why the things I do to my home are it's equity in my house.
You're just making up for lost time.
No,
you never had a house, and then when you had this house, you didn't do anything with it.
I lived in my Chevy Monza.
Mm-hmm.
I had to live in a Chevy Monza. Ugh.
Boy, he's living the life of Riley.
He sure is, Jimmy.
6,000 a person. So you figure you always have Keith there and a couple of friends. So let's just say you have 5 people using 6,000.
Dude, how about you?
30,000 a month it should be.
I got
30,000. It's 197,000 gallons.
I got the solution. Turn off a few TVs.
Yeah.
Fix the leak. And then vote for Obama.
Obama?
Because then you got the extra money to throw to the people behind you. That's a big stretch, isn't it? I'm starting to hate Obama now.
The thing, see what I'm doing, though? Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm keeping the economy going. I'm keeping the economy going. I'm not pulling back.
Anthony,
spend.
You're pulling me now more toward McCain because I'm looking more into this tax thing.
If I get taxed more, I'm going to stop spending. You people are going to be screwed.
What's up with 40% of Americans not paying taxes? What's that about? First it was 30 to 35. Now they're saying 40.
40. That's because the other...
Are they below the poverty line? A lot of people make
40%
really
of the
bad
people?
money in this country.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we forget because most people we know at least live in New York. So, I mean, like the guys we know, it's not even if they're just average income. They're making enough to survive in Manhattan or Long Island.
Yeah, true.
So you forget a big part of this country, man. People have nothing. Like they literally are paying a couple $100s a month in rent. They have dumps.
I say business as usual. Just build a lot of fences to keep them contained.
I'm all right.
In their
I'm
areas.
for that.
In their areas.
Kane should come out with that on his platform.
What do you got? Break time? All right.
I'm totally out of touch with. Let me just talk to Tony. I want to see what I'm out of touch with.
Sure. Tony.
Anthony, I live in Huntington Bay, and, I'm not a rich guy, but you know what, man?
Hold on.
Touch.
Sorry, Tony, but if you're living in Huntington Bay, you're kind of a rich guy.
I'm not.
You're not getting that one.
Not
past
Huntington
us.
Station.
I grew up in Centerport.
We know the area.
We know the area very well. Huntington Bay is where a lot of rich people, whatever, hang their hat.
You know what? I spent $400 on my electric bill over 3 months. I have a pool. It's my water bill is $46 a month. You're out of control, man. And Opie, I met you at Starbucks on Mother's Day and Father's Day. You know who I am. So.
Jeez, that sounded like a threat. You know who I am. Don't you forget.
Mother's Day and Father's Day where? In Huntington?
Yeah, at Starbucks.
Okay.
You don't know who we are, but we know who you are.
Takes
his license.
All right, good to see you, Tony.
Look,
right,
I'm not saying this to say I'm out of touch or in touch or anything. I'm just saying I shouldn't have a water bill that high, and there's a leak.
Yeah.
And then my electric bill, I got to start shutting lights off. Like I had a little revelation last night when I opened that up.
You keep almost every light on?
No, it's just the lights I keep on are lights.
Dude, I was trained as a kid. Like, I can leave lights on now, and I don't. I got these dumb effing issues from when I was growing up. I'm turning lights off constantly. I'm like, why am I doing this? I don't need to do this anymore.
There are useful lights to see stuff in the dark, and then there are decorative lights.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I got to cut back on my decorative lighting.
Yeah, tell Keith to get the decorative lighting out of your house.
No!
You're trying to get laid. What is he doing?
That'll help. Shows fanciness.
I like my decorative lighting.
Girls like fanciness.
Of course they do.
When you're banging a girl who's in her early 20s, she doesn't come over and go, he's a fiscally responsible man. She goes, he's an ass, and so am I.
Yes!
Early 20s don't look at the decorative lights. I'm telling you.
No,
that's going to attract the cougars.
They love what?
The cougars like that decorative stuff.
I'll rig the decorative light to fall on their head.
No, the
There's
young
no
girls
way.
like that stuff. They like fancy, it's like a big palace.
Right.
They go into a kingdom, a magic kingdom.
Treated like a queen.
That's right.
Literally,
Walt
a queen.
Oh. What do you got, Johnny, in Kansas? Did we do you yet?
No, you did. And that's enough water to flush your toilet 123,000 times.
I'm going to try that.
That's right.
Maybe I have been a little upset stomach. Going to the bathroom every second. What am I doing?
Yeah. All right. Wow. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into some Obama McCain stuff because I was like doing what you were doing. I turned the TV on, figured I'd fall asleep to something. I'm watching Hannity. I don't know why I watch Hannity because I don't really agree with him, but he's a friend and I like him. I like the guy. He has passion for what he does. Although I don't really like Combs at all. And all of a sudden they're
Combs is a dullard.
They're doing this Obama McCain thing at the Al Smith dinner. And maybe Stumpbrain after the break could explain this whole thing, but these guys are doing a roast. They're roasting each other.
Yeah.
Do they do this every year?
Yeah.
With different politicians?
Al Smith was a governor of New York way back when. And when he died, it was just before the election, so the Cardinals said, wow, here's a great opportunity. They brought in the candidates, and they've been doing it ever since, and it falls on election years. They bring the presidential candidates in. It's for Catholic charities.
I got to tell you, well, we'll get into that. We'll get into it after the break. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Cody in Indiana writes on Instant Feedback, I can't wait to see Ant's electric bill after Keith's wife decorates the Christmas lights brighter than the effing Luxor.
Yeah. We were talking about Christmas lights and stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
And, because I kind of want to do Christmas over my house kind of a thing. We do Christmas Eve over Grandma's old house. Now it's, my aunt and uncle's house pretty much.
I love it, too.
Grandma's
I'm hooking up lights.
Yeah,
you really are a true wop, aren't you?
I am such a
Ginzaloon.
Yeah, I really am because, I'm really the only Catholic in my neighborhood.
That's right.
It's an entire Jewish neighborhood.
And you really let it be known.
I put, I put decorations up that it leaves no doubt that I am Catholic. I'm this short of a manger on my lawn with the baby Jesus.
No, you would go with real people, though.
Yeah.
Make them hang out on
That's a
your
good
lawn.
idea.
It's cheap to have.
Hey, tell them about the wreath you get.
The wreath is probably 9 feet across.
They have to get a crane.
They get a cherry picker and put it up above my door.
Biggest wreath you've ever seen.
And then there's a couple of real guinea columns that I have on the side of my house, and
Christmas vacation.
big red bows go on the big guinea columns.
Yeah.
And lights going up the walkway and on the trees. So, yeah, the Jews in my neighborhood are just like, oh, boy, here he goes. Here goes the Italian
It's going to be
again.
another massive Pequot before we know it.
Here he is. I'm sure all of his organized crime friends are going to be over.
But that's what I was telling my friend, Adrian, I go, what other show do you listen to? And they're talking about arc welding.
Yes.
He's like, hey, watch out. I'm warning you.
Well,
yeah. Suddenly,
he opened his bills yesterday, and they're just out of hand.
I'm really
the electric bill's out of hand.
I'm hurting the environment.
He used 197,000 gallons of water since the last water bill.
197,000 gallons.
And Stunt Brain brings this to everyone's attention today. When you have huge spikes in usage like you're showing,
yeah,
you know they investigate that stuff because they're convinced you're growing like pot and stuff.
Why would
in the
they think
basement.
because I had a spike in water and electricity that I'm growing something?
But they really do.
That really is like water and electricity.
Yeah,
I need the lights for the plants, and then I need the water to irrigate the plants. And there's no plants growing in my house.
The investigation ends with the guy just writing across the top of his sheet, Enrich. No problem.
Enrich, no problem.
By which I
we're
mean,
moving on from this
By which
case.
I mean nouveau riche.
Of course,
Yes.
nouveau riche. What else could that mean?
You're telling everyone you're putting a movie theater in the basement, but maybe you're doing something else?
No, it's a home theater.
There's a lot of room in that basement, man.
I had the...
You're a crass fool.
Your basement's so big, if you were growing pot plants, you'd have to get the migrant workers there.
Yeah.
Make it on there.
Yeah.
He's got them there. Who's he kidding? He's using Americans to fix that house up?
They're all Americans.
Oh, please.
My friend, they are. All the construction guys in the basement.
Central Americans.
They were all Americans. Had the HVAC guy come over yesterday, which was pretty interesting for me since I spent all of my years before radio doing exactly air conditioning and heating work. So I see the van pull up, and I'm like, now I'm that guy. I go, I'm the ass. I'm the douche. It just made me feel like, and then I'm trying to be overly like nice and hey, what's up?
Buddy,
like not be like those guys. There's a hose out back if you're thirsty. Yeah. You know, like I all of a sudden was the guy, and no matter what I do, I'm the guy.
Right.
Which sucks.
That's great.
Like I don't want to be the guy, but I don't want to be the guy doing the work anymore. I did that for years.
They don't do it right. You got to regretfully go.
No, Anthony's bringing up the old days, and the old air conditioner's like, hey, you still got that fetter?
Oh, no, we got new equipment now that we do that. What do you got? Let me see the gauges. I'll charge this unit myself. Bring me the Freon. We don't use Freon anymore.
Sir.
Just vent it to the atmosphere, and we'll pump some more in. No, we recover the refrigerant now, Anthony. It's not like the old days. They're old-timer.
He's trying to roll up his sleeves.
Yeah, let me get in there. I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
You guys would just dump the waste on the side of the LIA.
Oh, dude,
as you're going back to home base.
Yeah.
You know,
it used to be
that's old school, my friend.
Vent to atmosphere.
Yeah.
Fluorocarbons, just this big white cloud of ozone killer would just
rises over Floral Park. And
now they will kill you if they catch you doing that. You got to recover the refrigerant. They're called Freon. It's refrigerant.
Yeah, it's like Russia. You can't even throw any things in the atmosphere.
Can't even put your friggin' motor oil down the sewer anymore.
What's up with that?
Colin, how many times did you change your oil on your car and just let it go right down the sewer in front of your house?
Most people are still doing that.
That's what you did. No, you are.
A lot of people
but they
still
are
do that.
doing that.
In trashy neighborhoods, I guess.
They look to their left, they look to their right, and they tip
Hey,
over that
I
can.
get abuse from my family for making fun of Shirley.
Shirley.
Well, Mastic and Shirley.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
the Twin Cities.
I was a caddy for 12, 14 years. So,
Caddy.
And every once in a while, we'll play in a charity golf tournament or whatever, and we'll get a caddy. And I'm just reminded what you were doing with the air conditioner guy. I go, hey, I used to do what you're doing there.
Yeah, great.
And I actually had a caddy go, good for you.
No one wants to hear that.
The guy just did not. Goes, good for you.
No one wants to hear
putter.
that.
Here's your putter. I'm the same age as you, and you're not doing this anymore, and I still am. Good for you.
No one wants to hear that you did that, and you can help him out.
No one cares about your local boy made good stories.
Exactly.
Yeah, beat it, stupid.
Oh,
and by the way, you had a 7 on the last hole, not a 5.
The poor bastard's got to move my radio-controlled jet helicopters so he can put in some flex pipe.
Well, you stand there with a naked 19-year-old. Hey, I used to knock 10.
Drinking beer.
Right, just
wine glass in one hand, a supple breast in the other.
Yeah. A party hat, Magnum condoms in your upper pocket. I used to do what you did until my life began.
Doing the obstacle course through the women that are passed out.
Oh, is that awful?
Get to the work area.
Yeah, but when I realized, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that was the douche.
That's so funny.
Stop trying to connect. Bob Kelly does that, too. We used to live in the same building. He's the biggest idiot. We lived at the same building.
What, with fat people? I used to be a big slob,
just one big freight elevator.
Now he's losing weight and ruining our good time. Yeah. Bastard.
The beautiful thing about Bob is, though, he really
Nothing.
is he's one like cut out of a Dane movie away from obesity again, which is great because Bob will never not be a fatso waiting to happen. Bobby would walk in. We would always walk into the lobby, and he would just stand there and overly try to be relatable. Hey, how you doing there, Frank? Just like, shut up. They work here. Just say hello and go upstairs. Stop trying to act like you're one of the guys because you feel guilty about the minimal success that you've had.
Hey, we got to go to the phones. You touched on some, Ant, that got him lit. Wayne, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Wayne.
When I worked at a gas station years ago, for all the bad gluten stuff we did, we used to just dump antifreeze down the drain because my boss told so. He was too cheap to pay any type of recovering fee, which I thought was very disgusting and despicable. But
I'm sure you did, but you did it anyway. I was only following orders.
And we wonder why we're all getting cancer. Everyone's getting cancer, and we're like, we can't figure out why.
I had a polar bears are purple.
Yeah.
I had a Volkswagen Bug. I had a Volkswagen Bug that I made into one of those dune buggy hybrid Baja Bug things.
You made it cool.
Yeah, I tried. Ugh.
Was that when you were out in L.A. with the...
No, this was... Jimmy Jackson. Actually, they had dune buggies, of course. Why wouldn't they? And I blew an engine in the thing and had to tell his squaw that he was a homo. Think about it.
I got it.
I dumped the entire engine down into the sewer. I pulled up the grate, and somewhere in the avenues in Northport is a sewer with a Volkswagen engine in it. Just oil, everything just dripping out of it. But we didn't. Who cared? Who cared?
Oh, that's good stuff. Colin, why are you here?
I got my joke.
Are we promoting?
I
got it.
I'm kidding.
What are you promoting
I would
today?
beg for any
Caroline's.
Really?
Would beg for acceptance. Stop.
We do that for 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
Begging for love and acceptance. You did this week?
Don't just jump in like you're Mr. Professional, like you can carry on 2 conversations.
But
at
no,
once.
I didn't want to step.
I'm so mentally. Yeah. You did this
I was
week,
paying
by the way.
attention,
Shut
Colin.
up.
No, I was asking.
Opie asked me in
But
a
I know.
civilized manner.
But
Nobody even introduced me that I was here yet, by the way. My
No,
name
you don't
is
have to. You just
The
you walk
voice.
in.
Hush.
No one
The
knows
voice
your
says
voice by now.
Hush.
Yeah.
Hush.
But no, me and Ant were talking about something. You guys did the plug. I'm like, why do I
I know,
step
but
on
I
the
just
plug?
don't like you acting like you're Mr. Dexterity. Like, oh, by the way, what are you plugging? Like,
What do
I'm
you-
on every level.
And why do you need the big intro all of a sudden?
Yeah, what do you need?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Sit down and start talking.
F
We'll
you
get to
guys.
your name
That's what I
eventually.
did.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop the show because
Oh my God.
As
coming
we've
into our studio,
been, as we've been promising and
great.
promoting.
right? Sit down.
That voice, it would be
Sit down
like
and tell jokes.
like if Rosie Perez came in, we wouldn't have to intro her either.
So Colin's at Caroline's.
Rosie Perez coming in?
No.
Colin Quinn, Caroline's this weekend.
Yeah.
Tonight,
I would
obviously.
give out the number. unless you wanna do it.
212-757-4100.
Yeah, for tickets.
No, I just didn't like Jim's new angle. Like he covers all bases.
Yeah,
It
it's the
bugs
way I
me.
do it. You know. I went to the.
We'll go to Colin now.
Yeah, but he just busted in like, I can do 10 things at once.
And you'll be proud that they're still going old school out there.
Oh, good.
Nick in New York.
Hey,
What's
Nick.
up?
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
You're on the air, sir.
No, I was just wanted to let you know that I work for an HVAC company. I'm actually going there right now. We still rent Freon this year. We actually bought it, like the Homer bucket or whatever from Depot, put a Freon line in it, and we just dumped the Freon into that and we're still venting and stuff.
Do you know what he's saying? Because his phone was all messed up.
He's just saying he's still opening up the valve and dumping Freon.
Right onto the
Yeah,
ground.
I'm still dumping Freon. The 2 years I've been there, I never once put it into a recovery system.
Are you even certified?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. How did you get certified?
Dude, you are every helper I ever had. I used to call them no helpers. There was no help. It was like, you just fall asleep on the insulation.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Eric in Jersey. Eric.
Joe the AC guy.
What's up, Eric?
How you doing? Yeah, when I was in the United States Navy, I was ordered to pump 1,800 gallons of used oil into the ocean.
It's just see, this is what's really going on out there. And then you get some dopey lady bringing her own bag to the supermarket, thinking she's making a change.
That's great.
Just take the plastic bag like the rest of us.
I was ordered to dump 1,800.
Ordered. I love that.
Ordered.
Because he knows he's got to answer to God someday. He's
Yes,
like, look,
sir.
They told me to do
He's
it,
like,
God.
The only time he ever confessed was right now here on the
Right.
Yeah. I was ordered. And you will pump that fuel out into the ocean.
Yeah. Let's go to Dan in New York. Hey, Dan. Dan?
Hey.
Dan? Yes.
That's me, Dan.
Hey, man.
Hey, buddy. My dad's auto body shop, there was this one spot in front of the shop where we dump all the old oil and fluids and everything. Then my dad started growing tomatoes there, like after 20 years of dumping. I started giving the tomatoes out to all the vendors and customers that came by.
It's just one tomato gives you tumors.
It gets worse and
Go do
worse.
this thing,
Yeah.
man.
Now he's growing stuff for people to eat in the oil, in the poisoned soil.
To the other vendors. Here you go.
How great is that?
How about a nice tomato?
Yeah, here you go. You know, you don't see anymore that you used to see a lot of the abandoned car. That was a phenomenon on the expressway, the parkways here in New York, especially.
Right, that's right.
The abandoned car
You
was
don't see that.
on the side of the road, just stripped and sitting there.
I wish one of my brothers would call. Brett tells a hilarious story. My dad was one of those guys.
He was abandoned car guy?
Yeah, a car got stolen, saving money, his insurance. He would dump them under the bridges, coming into New York City.
They're like stolen
And then-
or like on the road. You'd
Right.
see it on the side of the expressway, the parkways, just stripped cars.
Right.
You wouldn't even think about it.
But those aren't cars that break down. Those are cars that people are like dumping them.
I did that once where you crowbar out the VIN number.
Yeah.
I did that.
But then my dad would come home with some ridiculous story, but we were on to him. When he got older, this is where the bit's going. A mile away from the house in a parking lot that we go to a lot. Friendly's up near on 25A.
Oh, certainly.
Across the street, a little further toward my house.
I'd throw fribbles on my back there.
There's our Toyota sitting there, and my dad's denying it's our Toyota.
Look away.
No license plates. We're like, Dad, it's right up the street. What are you doing?
Nope, that ain't it. Just looks like
we have
it.
license plates on ours. What are you talking about?
Right.
Stax was always crazy. When
had
I found the car, it had prints all over it.
It had a Geneseo sticker in the back window where I went to college. Oh, you got to hear my brother tell it. It's like, Dad, what do you we understand if you're going to go into Brooklyn or the Bronx, but, you're getting lazy.
Left it right there.
Getting lazy.
Well, a lot of people go to Geneseo. It's a big school.
Yeah, that's probably what he said at the time.
I think a lot of cars, if you broke down on the expressway or one of the parkways, you knew your car was screwed. Like they were just roving bands of hooligans that would take the tires, the doors. Right. They'd work like ants taking apart a cricket.
Yeah.
It would really, they were very proficient at it. And that just doesn't happen anymore.
Dumping Freon is a $10,000 fine.
Yeah, you really get
and now we go to
screwed
Indiana.
for that one.
Dave, what's going on?
Hey, man. Pardon me. When I was stationed in Virginia Beach in the Navy, as you
may be aware that towards the end of the fiscal year, government agencies have to use their budget up or they lose it the following year. So we would go ahead and gas up the planes. They fly them out over the Atlantic, and they dump JP5 into the ocean, come back, fill up, repeat process.
Wow.
Repeat process.
Dump jet fuel into the ocean.
Repeat process.
Come back until your tanks are dry, and they could say, well, we need the money for this much fuel again. Repeat process.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Oh.
The blivets that hang off the wings, they hold like 300 gallons each or something like that. I can't remember how many tons of fuel it is, but it's an A6 used to hold about 18,000 tons.
Just
like that.
dropping full wing tanks.
That plane could fly from Virginia Beach to California without gassing up, and it was back empty in 15 minutes.
Wow.
Where else would you hear the reality of America?
And this is what, when I see, that's why, when I see Obama or McCain and they're talking about taxes and spending and stuff, it's like, you're all full of crap.
Just shut up.
This is business as usual. You want to cut the budget down, take care of that kind of stuff. Unbelievable.
All right,
but we're all going.
You do too, man. Thanks.
But we're all going green.
Yeah, we're going green, all right.
Yeah, we're going green.
That's great.
Yes. Colin Quinn at Caroline's this weekend. We're going to take a break.
Enough fuel to fly cross country. Gone in 15 minutes.
Speaking of comedy, did you see Obama and McCain doing the funny last
No,
night?
I did not.
Stand up there, funny guy.
Maybe we can see it on the break. A couple of zingers.
Well, I want to get your
only
opinion
one.
on the whole
I
thing.
know.
Singer.
As a seasoned veteran, I want to get your opinion on the whole thing.
I'd like to see it.
All right, Opie and Anthony.
We're back.
You want to kick him in the balls now?
Yeah, let's do it. The Opie and Anthony Show.